It was an honor to be here, too. This was my second year helping out with Care Fair, and it's wonderful. And as you know, we all focused on the kids. That was our main objective. I'd love to have seen other things that were going on out there, but the only time I left our station was 3 times we had kids that were separated from their parents, and we had to take them so that we could find their parents for them. But we had an awesome time. I want to start off with a scripture, though, and you've probably all heard this. It's Matthew 19:14. It says, Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." And that's what we tried to do with these kids that came out to Care Fair. Mom and dad's interested in food. Mom and dad's interested in dental care, eye care, haircuts, and what have you. These kids want a little bit of attention for themselves, too. What do kids like to do? They like to play. Out of the mouths of babes right here. And he didn't even hesitate. So we tried to give these kids a little bit of fun while they were here. And mom and dad were caring for the family, doing the serious things. But fun is work for kids. So let me just share some things that went on. What we did yesterday at Care Fair was exactly that. We cared for the kids. And as they began to walk down the aisleway, you could see their eyes light up too. They've already walked past the food, they've walked past the haircuts, and they see something that's for them. You know what they did? They lit up. This is for me. And they were excited. And we had such a good crew that was there helping. Let me just say that we could not have ministered to our community if it wasn't for all the volunteers. And I don't want to get caught into carrying a bunch of names, and because I'm afraid that we're going to miss somebody, but I'm going to mention a few people. JR, I'm going to mention you. Okay? Every single week you are here to greet our kids, always grinning from ear to ear to give them a little bit of candy. That man sat over there in the hot sun for hours greeting these kids. And it's people like that that have a passion for ministry and a passion for working with kids. Everybody that was there working with the kids had a passion. Miss Linda sat there, and I think she must have put on 1,000 tattoos. Okay? I still have one on my arm. I don't know how to get it off. Okay? But I've seen Spider-Man tattoos. I've seen butterflies, flowers, and everything else. But these kids had a blast. We had inflatables set up over here where kids were going up and down the slides, having fun. We had beanbag toss. We had a baseball toss. A lot of things going on for the kids, and they loved it. Let me share something else with you, though. Throughout the day, we had others that would stop by and say, you need some help with the kids. Because at one point, we had more kids than what we thought we could handle, but we handled it. Let me go on to say this. I want to take a minute to point out some other very special people that helped out as well. Not only did they work in the kids' zone area, I saw them tirelessly working throughout the Care Fair. You know who these people were? Our kids. I'm telling you, we have some born leaders right here in our church. Give our kids a hand. Because not only did they want to participate and do some of the fun things, they never complained. They worked their stations. They were sweating. They were picking up trash as we found trash. We had them doing some other duties instead of just working at their assigned stations. They were picking up trash. They were cleaning up things as we went along. But our kids are awesome. And let me share this with you kids. I want to talk to you just for a minute. There's a scripture in 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. It says this, "Let no man despise your youth just because you're young." Okay? Be an example to the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. That's what our kids did yesterday. They were examples to this community of what caring really is. Thus the name Care Fair. And our kids exercised that. They worked up to the very end. As a matter of fact, on our way home, Matthew said, "That was fun." When you can work that hard and not complain, and other kids said the same thing. They said, "That was fun." You know what we're creating right here? We're creating future leaders of this church. So what we are doing, we're reaching out to our community, we're working together as a church, and we're sowing into these kids new leaders. And I just want to say that about our kids because I'm so proud of them. They worked with little kids. They picked up balls. They helped clean up messes that wasn't theirs without complaining. But I'm proud of all these guys that helped us work. Pastor Chuck?